Doesn't it give you like wrinkles and stuff?
You try the tanning lamp?
No.
Okay, and do you know the harm of the UV?
Somewhat.
Yeah, like the ray from the sunshine.
Yeah.
The
Like
harm.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, and like, could you tell us some of the harm, or like, how the sunshine will hurt your skin?
I know the UV rays are dangerous, and that's why you need to wear sunscreen, like to protect your skin. And I think like too much exposure to UV rays can cause cancer.
Well, I guess what I know about like tanning salons is that it's not very well regulated, and the amount of dose that you would get is not very controlled, and so you could get a very powerful dose, and that could be really harmful. Like too much UV is not good for you, so it could be very unhealthy.
We've had medical students come from UBC partway through their studies and do a presentation on skin cancer, basically telling all the students here that you shouldn't use tanning beds. They unequivocally said you should not use tanning beds. So here are medical students telling us that. And the UVA and UVB sunlight radiation that they use in those tanning beds will damage the DNA in your cells. You're young, your skin cells are constantly replicating. You reproduce every cell in your body every 7 or 8 years. So when you're young, you have more chances for those cells to be reproduced, but to be damaged by radiation or sunlight, and therefore form cancer cells. Now when they came to talk to us, they left us these pamphlets, and they talked about A, B, C, D of skin cancer. Now Mr. Mercer has lots of little freckles and moles, and they will tell me that I should look at them regularly or have a doctor look at them. And they're looking for 4 things: A, B, C, D. Asymmetry, in other words, if the mole has an odd shape to it, that can be a sign of cancer. B, borders. If you touch it, and like this is a smooth freckle, but if you could feel the ridges, like if it became ridge-like borders, that can be a sign of cancer. C, and this is quite gnarly, and this is usually what we see, is color, ABC. If the color of a mole or freckle changes suddenly and becomes more bold or almost gnarly, then you want to have that looked at. A sudden change in color can also mean cancer. And then lastly is diameter. If something starts out small and then all of a sudden becomes quite large, or maybe goes 3 times its size, that's another sign. So they left us these pamphlets, A, B, C, D. And then in Australia and New Zealand, there was a law: slip, slap, slop. Slip on a hat, slip, slap, slop. Put on a hat, put on sunscreen, and keep out of the sun. It was actually a law. So they've got here: cover up, top it off, plan ahead, keep cool, slather it on, and literally they're saying don't bake. So in some respects, they're trying to suggest to us that getting a tan is a bit of a false thing. They want us not to worship darker skin, but just to be okay with our natural skin color. And we'll get tan from time to time in the summer, but not to seek to get a dark tan. That over time will actually harm us and possibly precipitate cancer issues. I've heard in New Zealand that 21-year-olds, many of them already have 1 or 2 melanomas. By the time you're 21, you've been diagnosed with these little melanomas on your skin and had them surgically removed. And we know with New Zealand and Australia, there's an ozone layer, there's a hole that occurs, that undulates, that opens and closes over New Zealand and Australia. So they get exposed to more ozone than us. We also know here in our own city, every 100 meters you go up in height, I don't know, you increase the intensity of the sun. So if you go up summer skiing or hiking up on Cyprus, the sun is much, much stronger than it is at sea level, because at sea level, the rays have had to go through more atmosphere and are blocked to a greater degree. But as you go up, the atmosphere is thinner and the sun is far harder on you. So skin cancer, as we know, as with cancer, is a very, it's a serious issue, but this is one of the cancers we can do something about if we are vigilant. Stay out of the sun if we can, slip on sunscreen, a 30 SPF or more, wear good clothing, wear a hat and sunglasses, and in the end you should be fine.